Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV extraordinaire, coming here from Beckley's Camping Center today to show you, kind of give you a brief preview of the different Aliner A-frames that are available. Now, I have 8 different models here that I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to go ahead and link at the, well, actually give you the information at the end of this video, as well as down below the different specifications for each one of these A-liners. So for any more information on these campers or any others, be sure if you call, if you email, or if you stop by Beckley's Camping Center, you do ask for Paul the Air Force guy. So let's get on to this preview. So the most basic of ones and the smallest one they have is what they call the Scout Lite. And what this is going to have, you're going to basically be able to sleep up to 3 people in this particular one. But there's going to be no battery. I'm sorry, there will be a battery up front, but no propane bottles. Now, even though they don't put propane bottles up here, if you wanted to travel with them, you do have the ability to lock them down. If you could put up to 2 propane bottles there and lock them down. And just, you will not have any LP for the A-liner. Now, each of these A-liners are going to have this ZAMP solar plug, and this is so that you can hook up solar panels to extend your boondocking experience. Now, this is going to have stabilizers on the back, your spare tire. It's going to have a water hookup and an electric 110 hookup. The only thing 110 on this is going to be your air conditioner, which is going to be on your door side, as you can see. Also on your door side, you can see you have a little yellow light down low there. And the door opens towards the back. Now this gives you the dinette in the back. You can sleep up to 2 people there. They better like each other. And then you have another, like a twin bed up in the front area. You're going to notice you have no refrigerator. Just going to have storage availability under here, as well as under your sink. So some good storage there. And then under this here, this is on the opposite side. This is going to be under your air conditioner. And that's right here. Now, all of these A-liners are going to have a power vent fan, this 12-volt power vent fan in the roof. The beauty of it is the lid kind of gives you some protection from rain, but then you can have air blowing in or pulling through. So if you're opening your windows, you can have the air being pulled out through the roof. Give you one last look here on this angle. And over here, this is, you can see how you store the table for traveling, that way they won't go anywhere. And then of course you have your breakers and fuses right there under the bunk. You have additional storage up under here. Now that's a box there. That'll go all the way down underneath, and that's going to be your storage here is going to be full length of this bed. Now we're moving up to the regular Scout. Now what you're going to have the Scout, you're going to get a battery as well. No propane. However, as I had mentioned on the Scout Lite, you can go ahead and mount LP bottles up in the front here for usage, you know, if you're using them for a grill or so forth. It's going to have 110 power for your air conditioner. You can see on the door side, and the orange light is down underneath of your air conditioner. Down your off door side, you're going to see again the solar ZAMP solar connection, 110 power, your water hookup, and then this one is going to have a 110 refrigerator, so you're going to have the vented to the outside for that. On the back side, spare tire, and of course your stabilizers. Now as you come in your door here, you're going to have a little night light, little light there, same thing you have in the Scout Lite, but this is going to have that 110 refrigerator. You have your sink with the counter space, good windows, and your pull-out bed in the back. And as I mentioned, I'll have all the specifications and everything listed at the end and below this video. And then up in the front, this is where your dinette is going to be. So the table is on a swivel, so you can turn it around. And the slats to make that a bed are just down behind your dinette there. You can see the air conditioner in the door here. 110 outlet. You're going to have storage underneath your dinettes. Those there, you can see you have storage here somewhat, and then there as well, and storage below your sink. Now that's the wheel well you see that back behind there. Now for those of you that may not have ever seen the storage that you have up underneath the bed back here, this is the storage on your Scout. Now next we're going to have the Ranger 12. And you can see on the door side, now you're going to start getting storage doors for underneath your dinette. So you can see on the outside right here, air conditioner, your light, basically looks the same. And you're going to be getting your 2 propane bottles. So we're going to start having something to cook with. You're going to have a 3-way fridge, and then a battery will go up front here as well. Now this is down the off door side. See your solar panel connection. You have the option for an outside shower with the water heater, and this also has the furnace. Now you're going to be able to start carrying some water with you if you wish. So it's going to have a fresh water tank, or you can hook up to fresh water as well. So this is down the off door side. And then on the back, you're going to have your spare tire as well as your stabilizers. So as you're coming in, again, fire extinguisher, your little night light, step light there as you're coming in the door. You can see your 2-burner cooktop with your refrigerator there. And I'm going to show you how that refrigerator works. It's on the back side, and I'm going to link a video down below on how to operate that refrigerator. So this is what the inside looks like. Sofa that turns into a bed on the back side, and then up in the front you have your dinette booth. Now because this one has that water heater, it's going to be back in this back corner here, as well as your freshwater tank. The only storage you're going to have is going to look just like it did on the Scout, and it'll be on this side. It's not going to be on the right side. So now you have your LP leak detector down there, carbon monoxide, 12 volt, your furnace connection right there, or where your thermostat is. Now as you can see, your furnace just blows right here. You have a GFI outlet, a little storage down below your sink. This is where your air conditioner is, and again you're going to have the same style storage you had in all the other ones that I've shown you, except the difference on this one, you're going to have these little pull-out drawers. Nice thing with that, you can take those in your house, fill them up, and bring them back out. And again, your 12-volt fan in the roof. Up in the front there, you have your slats to make that the bed, and then you can get to the storage inside or outside. So kind of give you an idea of what the storage is like in here. This is under your bunk. You're going to have a little bit of storage on that side, but remember your outside showers there as well. So now this is the LXE. This is going to be the only one offering an actual toilet shower inside the unit and keeping it rather small. Now you have a choice of getting the hard dormers or the soft dormers with this. You don't need to get the rear dormer, although you'll need the front dormer because of the shower. Now as you can see on this one has been equipped with the high wind kit, the bar, and they've also repositioned the struts to make it easier for this thing to go up and down. But you can use that high wind kit bar when pushing it up, and it makes it very simple. Now on the front of this one, you're going to have your 2 LP bottles. You can see they're covered. You have a battery up here. Again, as I'd mentioned before, you're going to have your solar panel connection. This one has an outside shower as well for those of you who maybe want to rinse off out here. You can see the air conditioner is positioned on the off door side. It's going to have a furnace. You're going to have your refrigerator, your water heater, cable connection, water tank, water connection, and then this is going to be your drain for your gray water on this side. Now looking towards the back here, one thing you're going to notice on the 𝚕𝚔𝚐, now you're going to be going to 4 stabilizers, and they're the heavier, dutier stabilizers. So they're a step up from what you saw on the others. Now you're getting the heavier duty stabilizer. And those can be cranked down using just a 3/4 inch socket with a battery operated screw gun. So your spare tire here. Now what you're going to get is you're going to get a door to get into your storage, which is underneath your bed back here. You see it's cut off because you have your water heater and so forth on the other side, but at least you're able to get it to it from the outside. Now for your toilet, this is going to be a cassette potty, and you're able to, that way there you're able to pull this thing out, and you can see it's a rather good size cassette potty. And this has a handle where you can pull out, and it has wheels on the back, so you can wheel it over to your dump station if necessary. And it just files right back in here. This is where you can fill it with your water. This is the tube where you can see how much water is in your freshwater tank for your toilet, and that's where you can dump it as well. So like all of the A-liners, as you come in, they have that little light right there at the door. Your fire extinguisher is going to be set up a little bit different. This is an upgraded 3-way refrigerator where you can operate it here. Now the way they have this thing configured, you can see how they have the bed down, and then you have a portable table. And you see you have little seats right here. That way there, you can make that as extend your bed, or you leave your bed made like that and then just use this as your little dinette so you don't have to undo your bed every day. Now towards the front on this side, this will be your kitchen, so you can have your air conditioner over there. You have your 2-burner cooktop, microwave. You've got your furnace down below, of course water heater switch, your sink, and then over on this side, this will be your wet bath. So you have your toilet shower, and it has a curtain that would go up in there to make it so that you actually can use it. So you can see by having the dormer, it gives you that headroom inside of the bathroom. So for your storage, they have a little drawer that pulls out right here. So it's quite convenient, makes it a little bit easier for you. The way you don't have to lift up, because you have the outside access and then you have the drawer here. Under this little seat, then you have your little additional storage. And there's your shower curtain for you with the rings and so forth. To the left of your refrigerator is your LP leak detector, carbon monoxide, your cable connection. You can also use that there as your 12-volt for TV or whatever. Your power, you have your power source right here. This is going to be your breakers and fuses. And back here, this is where you're going to turn your furnace on. So in this particular one, because of where the shower is and they don't have a counter over here, you have a leg to hold that wall up when you bring it in. See your power vent fan. So this is the 𝚕𝚔𝚐. Now, for those of you that maybe need to sleep 4 people, this may be your perfect unit. This is the Family Scout Edition. This is the first year out, and this one has the soft dormers. You can get it without dormers, you can get it with soft dormers, you can get it with hard dormers. So this is looking at the front. Now this is going to be just a battery on the front, although again, if you want to put some propane bottles, you can. This is going to have the heavier duty stabilizers, and it's going to come with an air conditioning and a 110 refrigerator. Now with this, the thing, they go up very easy, although you do have the high wind kit that you can use to help lifting this roof system. And then you're going to have nice storage on this one because you don't have the kitchen like you're going to have in the Family Edition. So this is the storage in the Family Scout. Massive storage. Now the one thing you'd want to be careful of, depending on your vehicle that you're towing with, you may want to be careful. Also not overloading the front too much where it's going to swerve as you're going down the road. Now you're going to have access to this from the inside. I'll show you that when we get inside as well. Now staying on the off door side, again your ZAMP solar plug, 110, and then you have fresh water connection. Again, you do not have any water storage on this particular unit. On the back side is going to be your spare tire, and as you can see, this is again with the soft dormers. So as you're coming in, again the light and your fire extinguisher. Let me give you a little quick preview of this one. So you have dinette booth in the back if you wanted to, nice little sofa. and then of course the twin bunk up in the front. So as you can see, the way this thing's set up, that table swivels so you can get in and out easy. You can see 4 quite comfortably around that, possibly more. You have your sink and air conditioner to the side. Now the benefit of the soft dormers is the additional lighting as well as airflow in here. And then that makes a bed towards the back there. And just give you a look at the rest of the unit from here. And the 12 volt vent fan up in the roof there. You have access to the storage under this bed back here, and that's pretty massive storage back there since you do not have any appliances and so forth, but you can get to it from there or lift all the mattresses and so forth off of it. And then this is under your sink here. And there's your 110 refrigerator. You can elect not to get the refrigerator, that would just give you more storage there. And then as I'd mentioned, you can get to your front storage right through here. So this is the family Scout. So you say your family needs 4 to sleep. You want to have an outside kitchen. You want to have a cool cat air conditioner. You want to have a toilet inside. You want to have an outside shower. You need the hard dormers because the fact you're going to be going out in the wilderness. Well, then the family edition could be the best possibility for you. So now this model is going to come with 2 LP tanks. We're going to put a battery up here. You have your heavier duty stabilizers. On your off door side, you're going to have your outside shower, which includes hot water. You have a good storage door. Now, because you have a kitchen in here, part of the storage is taken up with that. So this is what you're looking at as far as your storage from this side. Now for your sink on the inside, you're going to have your drain right here. Makes it very easy for you to get to. Makes it very easy for you to go ahead and even put a 5-gallon bucket under that or connect a hose to it and run it away from your site or into some type of drain system. Your furnace exhaust 110. See on the back, this is going to be your water heater connection. Now in the event you want to do some boondocking, you're able to do that because now you can take some water with you, fresh water tank plus your water heater. On the back side, you can see you have your spare tire. Now this is the outside of the 𝚗𝚞 AC heat pump, and if you want to hear what that sounded like, I actually did a video on this. I'll link that down below. I actually had that running while I was filming this particular unit. Now let me show you what the kitchen looks like up front. So this is your kitchen up front. You can see you have a counter extension. This is your 2-burner cooktop right here. And then this is your Norcold refrigerator freezer. And you can actually turn that on right up here and set the temperature, but there's some other settings that were on the other side. When it's closed, you're able to get to it. So you can set this as a freezer, and everything down in this area would be freezing. And then this could be your refrigerator area. So this is your Norcold. It's a 12-volt refrigerator. And right there, that is going to be for the cassette potty for the toilet. Very similar to what the one was in the LXE. You're going to notice you have a 110 outlet over here. So you can plug some 110 items on this side of your camper. So as you're coming in, again, you have that little night light, fire extinguisher. Be a couple of different things versus the Scout. Of course, your sofa bed that's on the back side there. You can see where you can put the table in right there, and you can see where the air conditioning ducts are. Now this particular one has the hard dormers. You can get it with the soft dormers. Soft dormers will just give you more light, more airflow if you needed that. And this cabinet that as you come in the door, this is going to be your little sink, your kitchen sink. So it's a nice little counter when you're not using the sink. Gives you all that counter space. And then of course you have all the storage down below. Now if you check out my video, I actually took this back part of everything apart, but you have access to your storage right here. And that's the only storage under here, because to your left is going to be your AC unit, to the right is going to be your water tank as well as your water heater. So in the back, underneath where your sofa, quote, bed would be, this is where you're going to have your air conditioning. And you can see how it is ducted into the coach. Now, it was 90-some degrees yesterday, and I had this thing on, and this thing cooled down in a rather quick time frame, roughly about 15 minutes. It was very cool. Now, on this side here, you can see this is where your water heater is, your freshwater tank, and the water pump. It's all in that right in that location. Now, the center area is going to be storage, and you have access for when the bed is in place to get to it from here. And then towards your front, you can see the additional beds and so forth. Again, up in the roof, your 12-volt power vent fan. Right under your bed right here, or sofa, you have additional storage. So this unit does have a lot of storage for for being able to accommodate 4 people. Now, this particular one does have the porta potty here, but the nice thing is they moved the kitchen to the outside. I know I get a lot of comments from people saying they hate to be in the kitchen and doing their business at the same time. So what they did was they went ahead and moved the kitchen outside. That way there you're able to do your business inside. Now, although that is a standard item, that may be able to be deleted and just be a cabinet for you if you wanted to. For your heat and for your air conditioner, this is your thermostat right here. Nice thing, it's at the other end of the trailer, and that should work quite nicely. You can see you have a 110 outlet there for those that need to charge things. Now, last but not least, this is the Expedition with the hard dormers. You can get it with dormers, without dormers, with soft dormers, with hard dormers. Now, you're going to get your 2 LP bottles up in the front. It's going to have your battery. You're going to have a storage door under your dinette right here, so you're going to be able to access your storage there or from inside. So that'll be on the door side. This is going to have you have the option for the 𝚘𝚘𝚜 heat pump or the wall-mounted heat air conditioner for this particular model. And then this one has the high wind kit, the bar. There is an option if you wanted to get the power lift. That is an option as well. Although I don't believe that they list that. They have a few of those left that they could put on there if that was absolutely essential for you. On your off-door side, again, your solar panel connection, be able to access the storage up underneath of your dinette booth so you don't have to disrupt everything on the inside. Your refrigerator vents, outside shower. Notice that they put it up a little bit higher for you. Your drain for your kitchen sink from there, right there. Right above that is your furnace. As you're moving back, your cable connection, 110 connection. You have your water heater. This is going to have onboard water, so water storage if you wanted to. That'll be underneath the back sofa. Or if you're hooking up at the campsite, you have your fresh water connection. Now on the back side here, again, all diamond plated. Have your heavier duty stabilizers, your spare tire. And this is what it looks like on this side. Now on your door side, you're going to have the 110 connections here, and you're also going to have an LP connector right there. So you can put a grill out here. Now I do not recommend that you hang a grill here at all. I know that they put that there for that. I would not recommend it due to the fact that with the top on the grill itself, when you close it, it gets hot. Now you're up close to that fiberglass. Over time, you will have an issue with the siding on that. Always put your grill on a table. You'll be much happier in the long run. You're going to notice a little handle as you're coming in the door here. And again, your light, little night light thing, fire extinguisher. Now this particular one's going to have your dinette booth up in the front area. Again, with the dormers makes it nice. You're able to actually sit there. You see your three-way refrigerator, microwave, your furnace down below, and then look at your counter space that you have there. Good counter space. Now this is going to be your 2-burner cooktop. Notice how they've recessed that so that it makes it user-friendly. You can actually use it as a counter space when you're not using it. And they did the same thing with your sink. So you're able to put that up or down as needed. Now on the front there, you can have your air conditioning and furnace. That's your thermostat for your water heater, water pump, right there, 110 outlet, and down below your sink here is some good storage. Now looking towards the back here, that's going to make a bed. A lot of people you can order this with a mattress in it if you wanted to, or you just get one yourself, take those cushions out, and just leave it as a bed all the time. Now you do have access to some storage right here. Now on the left and right are going to be some items, so you're not going to be able to store much, but it's right there in the middle area. To your left is going to be where your air conditioning unit, the 𝚂𝚘𝚜 heat pump, and then to the right is going to be your fresh water tank and your water heater. Now sticking down in this area, you have your breakers and fuses, LP carbon monoxide detector, your cable connection with a 12-volt connector there, and switching to the other side, you're going to have an additional GFI outlet. Now I just want to give you a look to the front area, what it would look like. Lots of counter space. Again, your 12-volt fan in the roof. Now if you have the soft dormers, it's going to be much more bright and so forth in here, and you have more airflow if you decided you wanted to go that route. Now in all the other expeditions that I had, I showed you one with the toilet. As I had mentioned many times, you can elect not to get the toilet, and then this is the storage that you would get. Now if you'd like, they do have a porta potty that could go right in that this area here if you chose to use that. Otherwise you get all this storage with the additional counter space. Now also with this additional counter space, these actually do lift up, so it gives you additional storage underneath. Not much, but it's good for like silverware and so forth. So that is right underneath of those counters. So this is the Expedition. So now the other A-liner that's available is the Aliner Classic. This is the 35th anniversary edition, and you have it, you can get it in the blue or you can get it in the red. I'll show you the red. You can get it with dormers, without dormers, soft dormers, with hard dormers. You can get it with the standard wheels, you can get it with the off-road package, and I'm going to show you those couple of different variations here. But on the outside, as you can see, you have storage doors front and back, access to that, place to put your grill for the outside, although I do not recommend hanging your grill on here, ladies and gentlemen. You go ahead and close that grill, and when you open up that grill lid, it's close to this fiberglass. Over time, you will damage your camper, so don't do it. So you see spare tire, you're going to have the oversized stabilizers on these. As you can see, this one is without the dormers. This is the Classic. As you can see, 2 bottles, LP bottles up in the front. It's going to be solar ready. You have 110 outlets up on the door side. We'll put a battery up in the front here. And notice you do have the stabilizers up in the front as well. And then some things that you have with this one. You have your outside shower. You're going to have a water heater. Your ZAMP solar plug connection. You're going to have your refrigerator, your air conditioner. In the back here, this is where you're going to hook up your water or carry the water with you. Cable connection, furnace. That's everything on the off-door side. So as you're coming in this one, you're going to notice your fire extinguisher and the microwave, and the little light, little night light right there, so you can see it. Dinette up in the front. Your bed area in the back. So this is what it looks like without dormers. So this is going to have your 3-way refrigerator, your sink, and notice your counter space here. Now if you want, you can go ahead and use your 2-burner cooktop in here or bring it outside. You have your sink and your air conditioner. It does have your water pump and water heater connection there. And then a little storage down below your sink. So it's all right there. Easy to access your breakers and fuses. As you can see, you have your 12-volt connection for your cable there as well. Your heater, LP and carbon monoxide detector. It's all right there. Would be under the bed if you had it there, if you had the bed open. So this is what your 2-burner cooktop thing looks like. As you can see, it has a connection for connecting out to the camper. And again, even with this thing open, if that back part gets hot, it's going to be very close to the camper. Do not recommend that you connect that to the camper. Again, that's just my own personal guidelines, I guess you could say, or recommendations. Now underneath here, you're going to be able to get to the storage in here, and then of course you have the storage access on the outside. Now on the right side of this bed is going to be your water heater and the freshwater tank. To the left is your storage area you can get to from the outside. I'll give you an idea what it looks like to the front, and of course you have your 12-volt fan in the roof. Now you have access to get to the storage from there on the inside or the outside, and then because you do have the microwave, you do have a little bit of storage here as well. 110 outlets, you have 3 of them in here. It's GFI protected. You have 2 GFI protected. Now this one's going to be a GFI for inside and outside, and then on this side you're going to have one right here on the counter, and then the one up underneath your dinette, and those 2 will be connected to this GFI right here. So again, this is the classic. It'll be the same regardless of the color on the outside. Now this is the 35th anniversary. Again, this is the classic, and this is with the off-road package. So you can see it's much more aggressive tire, and it's in the red. And this has the soft dormers, which you can elect to have. Everything's going to be the same on the outside and on the inside. I'll just show you the extra space you're going to get on the inside. Now you can see same colors. Now this one has the bed opened for this, but now you can see all the extra headroom you have towards the bed, over the bed there, and same thing up by the dinette. But the other more important thing it gives you is that you can open these for additional light as well as ventilation. So now you could have that if you want to just have that as light. When you put that up, then you have the privacy, but then if you put the plastic down, you would have all that additional airflow. So you have airflow on the sides as well as the light and ventilation. Same thing on the back side, and then you have the windows on the side. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a preview of several of the A-liners that we do have in stock. We're one of the largest A-liner dealers in the country. For more information on these campers or any others, be sure if you call, if you email, or if you stop by, you ask for Paul the Air Force Guy. Do appreciate you watching, and I'll be coming back at you again soon. Take care.